Mr. Manningen here, and I'm back. I'm sitting at a student-built table, and I've got a new project for you today. It's called the Trestle Bench. Let's go build this thing. Alright, so this project is designed to be made with 1x6 pine, which I've got right here, using hand tools. Got a small rip saw, a square, a tape measure, a sharp pencil. Alright, let's get this going. For the legs, I'm cutting 2 pieces at 28 inches. Mark it with a V. Square it. Exit on the side of the line that I want to cut. So measuring down 24. Mark with a V. Scribe it square. Cut outside the line. Alright, 2 pieces for the top. Let's look at the plans closely. The edges of the top where they glue together are chamfered. So I'm going to go ahead and hand plane that in there. Set that aside. Go ahead and do another one. You have this cool little V pattern. All right, little detail. Over here at the glue table, I've got my pieces in the clamps, pipe clamps, dry clamped. So I'm going to go ahead and put glue between the 2 top pieces. Knot glue right here. Glue the 2 legs together. 2 clamps on the bottom. 1 clamp on the top. It's going to keep them from springing out. I'm going to take the Trestle Bench template and scribe out to the legs on this piece that I just unclamped. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut these 2 legs out using a really old hand saw and a coping saw to do the curve. So now I'm going to clamp these side by side in the vise and work these radiuses a little bit with a file. All right, so I'm going to stack these on top of each other, making sure that the mortise is lined up. Clamping them to the workbench so they don't move. And I'm going to go ahead and drill 2 3/4 inch holes one right here, one right there, and the bottom board is going to act as a backing block so the one on top doesn't split out. All right, while they're still clamped together, I'm going to go ahead and finish the mortise. So I've got the top one. Now I'm going to go ahead and flip these over. Looks good. So I've got the trestle stretcher template on a 22-inch long piece of pine. I'm going to scribe it, cut this out, and I can give the other half of the board to my buddy, because he's going to need one for his. All right, we've got our two tenons. All right, so I've got my two legs and my stretcher. I'm going to go ahead and check to see how the tenon fits in the mortise, and it's a little bit tight on both of them. So I'm going to take each one over to the vise and use a file. Let's go ahead and check for fit. It's good. The next thing I'm going to work on is the moldings that go at the very top and bottom of each leg on both sides. And for that I'm using 2-inch wide stock that I've already cut. And before I go ahead and cut it to length, I'm going to break the edge on each piece and put a nice bevel on one edge. All right, now that I've got my 8 little moldings cut, this all fits, I'm going to go ahead and take the legs off and attach the moldings. Next step is going to be placing the top on the stools, centering it, and marking right in the middle 3, let's do 4. We're going to put 4 screws in. Making sure that they're not too close to the edge, that they're spaced out nice and even. So I'm going to go ahead and use a countersink. Countersink all 4 of these, drill it deep enough so that I can put a bung in later. Alright, this stool bench is looking pretty good. We've got the countersinks done, we've got the mortise and tenons done, the legs are pretty much built. So before we assemble this, we're going to head on over to the sanding table and sand all the parts up really good. Then we'll assemble the stool. Okay, I've got my 4 sanded pieces, 8 wood screws, 2 walnut wedges, 8 walnut bungs, mallet, chisel, cordless with a square drive, bottle of Titebond glue. I'm ready to put this thing together. Hey there, I'm sitting on the completed trestle stool bench, and it sits really well. It's perfect height, but I could also use it for getting to higher places, kicking my feet up at the end of a hard day of woodworking. Lots of uses for this woodworking project. So you guys, go build yours. Thanks for watching.